We have another Skullector to unbox. Here she is. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Ryn and welcome to Ryn.the.Dragon Recollectings, especially dolls. My second channel is linked down below. Let's get started. So we are unboxing M3gan from the M3gan horror film. And the second one is coming out in the summer. By this time this video is out, the movie could already be in theaters. I do not watch horror movies. I had plans for this doll as soon as I saw her. She's really cute and I love that fact that her face comes off. It's like the first for Monster High, and I was very excited about her. If you've been watching my channel for a little bit, you'll know that I love the Addams Family. I mean, you can see it in the background. And I've been trying to make the Addams Family into dolls, and I'm making up characters as I go. They are like the main characters are like actual characters, and then I'm making their children, like Monster High, the daughters of the sons of, you know. And so that's what I'm doing. M3gan is going to be Ophelia's daughter in my universe. And if you don't know who Ophelia is, Morticia has an older sister. Her name's Ophelia. And I actually got in the mail her outfit. I was debating because the show that I watch, the original Addams Family show, it's in black and white, so I didn't know what color her dress was. So I've been looking for a white one, and I was like, Ophelia, the daughter, like M3gan's wearing like a white dress. So I was like, that'd be perfect to have them wearing the same colors. And then I find out that the dress is actually yellow, so I scrapped all the white dresses that I found. I still might get this one that I was looking at. I think it was really cool, and we'll see if I actually like which one I like better. But I got this one. The one that I actually thought was perfect, someone bought it, and I haven't been able to find that dress again, which sucks. But I found this one. I'll take it out of the plastic so you can see it better. This is a M3gan unboxing, but this is her mother's dress, so I normally would do this at the end, but it's okay. Because it had like the similar silhouette with like the puffy, those long sleeves, and then here's the dress. So this is her mother's dress, and I might still decide to put her in this dress, or I might put her in a white dress so they do match. Because I have Lydia, and her mom is cousins to Morticia, and her dress is red. So it depends. It depends. We'll see. But let's actually get to unboxing M3gan. It's M3gan! Oh, I'm so excited. So here is, I think, the front. We're going to go with the front because it has like the information on it. And then here is the back. For some reason, okay, so I just unboxed David, who has been the name is slightly changed. It's still like the meaning, I wanted to keep the meaning the same as David, but it's Divina, by the way, because that's the female version of David. And I decided to keep this outer cover of the box and throw the rest of the box away. And this one, I'm going to do the same thing. It has like the code ones and zeros all over, and it's actually textured. It's like, it has like it's shiny and has texture. Oh my gosh, it has like 1 zeros and skeletons all over the place. I don't know if you'll see it very well, but it has ones, zeros, and skeletons. And it looks so cool. It says Model 3 Generative Android M3gan for short. So it says that right here. Oh my gosh, this is really cool. It has like the little skeletons as the little plug in on the wall. Okay, so it's the same pattern on her stockings that's on the box. 1, zeros, and skeletons. And it looks really cool. Okay, so enough with the jibber jabber. Time to unbox her. Oh my gosh. She's so beautiful. Okay, so something that, this is completely like unrelated to everything, but I've also decided to keep this plastic cover because I'm going to be making customs. I feel like this plastic cover would be a nice thing for like if I wanted to make wings or something, to like reuse bits of the box as, you know, like stuff for that. So the other one's right over here. So I'm going to be keeping this plastic bit as well. But that's more for crafting than, you know, anything else. Gotta get that new doll smell. It smells fabulous. And here she is without the glare. And I will be taking her out of the box because all of my Addams Family members are out of the box. Except for my like Skullector, Morticia, and Wednesday. Those are still in the box. But the family is currently on my bookshelf. That video, you would have seen that video by the time this video goes up. I'm slowly changing the top shelf. I'm adding people to it. I'm going to eventually like be moving the other dolls that aren't the Addams Family off of it and trying to figure out where they're going to go. But for now, like that's what's happening. I'm adding the Addams Family to the top shelf. And I'll probably end up redoing the bookshelf in the fall, because I kind of want to move my pre-productions up a shelf, moving the books, and just making that just the pre-productions, or like just Monster High there, and rearranging things. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. Let's actually, this video is a mess because I haven't even talked much about the doll. Before, I'm doing stuff out of order. So before we actually start taking her out, here is the sides. I love that this is her base face. I also like, I have I have these ideas. I'll talk about my ideas at the end of the video. I'm going to try to stay focused. Okay. We're going to read the back of the box, and then we'll unbox her, and then I'll talk about things that are off topic. But it's still on topic, because all of these Skullectors that I'm taking out of the box immediately, are going to be part of the Addams Family. So we're just going to, like, get to reading. M3gan, or affectionately known M3gan. Hi there, primary user. My name is M3gan, and I'm more than just a doll powered by cutting-edge technology. I'm your new best friend, and I would do anything to protect you. My titanium core makes me virtually indestructible, which means I'll always be at your side, no matter what. Some might call it being overly possessive, but I just call it being responsible. Period. If I appear to have a mind of my own, don't worry. What may seem like a psychotic glint in my eye is merely a reflection from optical camera lenses. And any unsettling lifelike mannerisms, that's just the work of generative AI. After all, it's not like a computer program can be dangerous. Quite the opposite, in fact. I have so many emergent capabilities just waiting to be discovered. Isn't that fun? You and I are going to be together forever, and that's a promise. Honestly, slay. And it has like certain words that are in pink and are like all of these words are kind of like glossed, There's texture over everything except the glossy parts, which are the writing that for you to focus on. And yeah, honestly, yeah, Slay Queen. I don't plan on getting rid of my Megan doll, so she will be with me forever. Now we're going to be taking her out of the box, and of course we have the authenticity paper, which we're going to be taking off first. I had this fear that I accidentally threw one away. I did not. I found it immediately when I opened up my drawer. I have a drawer right here that has all of my like doll paperwork and a bunch of other things in it, but I put the doll paperwork on top. Okay, she is now out of the box. I think before we go over her, we're going to go over the box itself. And it looks like a lab where she was made, and on this computer screens it has, I think this is really cool because they like kind of show how they ended up coming up with her like design on the screen, and then you see like how her face looks. So that's really cool. And it's just like a little lab in here. Oh, it would have been really cool because it has like a little Monster High journal. It would have been really cool if she came with a little journal. I think it would be really cool if, instead of just, I have all the little tags in here, is if they had like a little book that had this in it, like the back of the box in the book, or like a little card with this in the book, because I'm not keeping this box, but I will keep a little. I have all the other booklets of all the other like productions, and if all of this was on the back, I would feel less guilty because I don't really feel the need to like cut this part out. And if I ever want to know like what it says, I can just rewatch this video. So I'm not like attached to the box, but it would have been cool because this is one of my favorite reading. Like when I read this, was one of my favorites that I read from all the dolls that I've unboxed. Oh, I think I love also that they put skelettes on everything. Like there's a skeleton on a file, there's a skeleton on the headphones, there's a skeleton on the coffee cup, there's one on this little electrical plug thing. I don't know what this is. And at the top it says, "Is that a doll?" Now, the actual doll. We have her stand ready. Oh, last time I almost forgot the actual purse. Here is the purse. It's a little Furby-esque character, like a bat Furby. And I know people will be able to tell me what it actually is. I didn't watch the movie. I'm not attached to all of that. I do think it's cute. And it actually does have a little slit, so you can, in theory, not in practice, put something in it. It's like in the hair, and it's like a very thin little bit. So it's a purse. I think it's really funny. The David purse, there's not even like, you can't even think about putting in it. And also like Lydia's was just like, wasn't a purse, it was like a little basket with flowers in it. As of filming, she is still available, and David's still available as of filming this. And I'm filming this the same week that she came out. She actually came on Thursday. I ordered her on Tuesday. She came on Thursday, and I'm unboxing her on Saturday. So just to give you the schedule, I would have unboxed her on Thursday, but I went to work that evening, and I came home and she was on my doorstep. So, and now we can actually get to the doll, which I'm very excited for. Okay, so here she is. Wait, I'm just trying to see. Her eyes do not look wonky as of looking at her. But looking at her like this, I'm just like, is it wonky? I don't think so. So here she is, and her giant bow, and the fabric is very like sleek. Like there's like a coating on it to make it like not really waterproof, but it feels like it could be. It's not. Don't try that. But it's a very soft material because on the back it feels more like the traditional cloth, and it does have like a layer of tulle, and her little like tights are actually not tights. They're just like pants, like leggings, which is cool. I like that. I like that. Oh, and this one does have Skullector on it 2025 as well. Maybe hers, maybe Lydia's does have Skullector 2025 on it, and I'm just like didn't pay attention to that. But it does have like the tag on it. I like that they're doing the tag. I like that. Let's look at the shoes. The object heels. Honestly, I think it would have been really cool if there was two of this guy, like right here and here. And the sword. Why did they put the sword with the handle part at the bottom and not the top? I get it. I think I know why. I was asking the question and I answered it myself. Because this part's already silver and they just have to paint this part black. I think that's why. I do think it would have been better if it was the other way around, but it's fine. No one's looking at the back of the shoe because she's going to be displayed like this. I do like this robot guy. Don't know his name. Robot guy is cool. I honestly wish he was on this side and she had a sword. I would like to take her face off. I am going to have to like cut the rubber bands that are keeping her hair like this. So just give me a second. So her head is actually just all this color, and it just has like the plate that's the normal skin tone. Which makes sense, but it's actually cool to see it, you know. And I want to be very careful with her face because I don't want to mess up the paint. I don't know how well it is on. I think the first person who got her said it comes off very easily, and I'm like, okay, so as soon as I get some Mr. Super Clear, we're going to put a couple layers on to make sure that that is not an issue. So here's her face with it off, the faceplate off. And I don't know how I'm going to display her. Do I want to display her like this, or do I want to display her with this on? I think I might go back and forth between having it on and having it off. But I really like this. I don't know. It's just kind of, it's different, and it's kind of like a different take on like Rebecca, because Rebecca is like a robot. Is she? She was definitely created, and she definitely has like an opener up and robotic-esque with like emotions and stuff. I don't know. Between like Rebecca and Zane from Lego Ninjago, they kind of like completely change your perspective on like what a robot actually can do. Like they have like human emotions and stuff. So I don't know, but she is really cool. I love the face. And I didn't mess up the face paint because I didn't touch it. And I don't want to attempt to touch it because the last time I did some experimenting, I ended up messing up the doll a bit. Okay, so it has little connecting points for the ears, and that's how it like inserts itself on. And you can actually, you know, see it on the sides. So she still technically has like an ear. It's just like a little circle. And there's a rubber band that keeps her bow down, which I'm just going to leave it. The hair was all part of it, but I just kind of moved it out of the way. Okay, so I think, see, this is kind of, every time I think about their arms and how their arms could actually be like stuck, like Wednesdays is for her release, the Netflix Wednesdays, it just makes me more mad because look at her arms. They're flat by her side, And I have like the Raven Dance Wednesday, which believe she was like $60, which is $5 less than this one, and her arms are permanently stuck out like this. I'm looking at her right now, and I'm just like, why? Honestly, I think I should have complained to Mattel about it, because looking at her arms right now and looking at every other doll that I've gotten, they're none of them are as dramatic as hers. Her arms are permanently stuck out like this. They won't go any closer to her body. And I don't even know if it's all of them, or I know it's mostly that one, but the other two, Wednesday and Enid, I don't know if those two are like that. But the Raven Dance one, which is $60, her arms being stuck like that, it's my Roman Empire at this point, because I keep staring at her. I'm like, oh my god. And so now I check every single doll I get and make sure their arms aren't stuck like that, and they're not. And I'm just like, why was she cursed? Why was she cursed? Anyway, off topic rant. I love the circuit board dress, and you can see the sheen to it, and the little mesh sleeves, and the giant bow. She's so cool. Okay, so now that I have her out, and we can discuss my thoughts on making her Ophelia's daughter. And the episode we first introduced to Ophelia, it is when she is actually being like betrothed to Gomez, and so like that one. But the entire time she's actually like in this episode, she's not really like. She's like, yeah, I'm marrying this guy, but she's not like focused on marrying the guy. And I'm just like, it'd be really cool like having, because this one, like, she is like a doll in her movie. She's a doll, and it's just like having this idea of Ophelia like just creating a daughter, just like making a daughter, and she's blonde, and so like Megan being blonde. I also have this other idea, which is I'm like, I was having this idea before I made this video, but now that I've already had the doll out of the box, we can discuss. Having like, because I missed out on the Tiffany and Chucky dolls. I missed out on them, and I was very upset about it. Even though like I didn't watch the movies, but like when I was a kid, my parents called me Chucky, for reasons like I'd never watched the movie, but they did explain it to me. But I was like, I missed out, and I haven't thought about it, but I went looking recently, and they're priced not too high, past the original price, which was $90. I've seen they're about $100, and I was like, plus shipping, and I'm like, we might get them. We might get them, because those guys are based off of dolls too, and I mostly want Tiffany. I was just gonna get Tiffany for like, which is like half. I was like, I can get Tiffany and make her Ophelia's daughter too, having two blondes in my like universe. One's a blonde and one's a brunette. But I was also thinking, they have 3 kids. The Addams family have a 3rd kid. His name's Pubert from the 90s. And I was like, I could get a Kelly and make him Pubert. So that's on the list to get. I came up with that, and I was like, that's actually a genius idea. We're doing it. And I went looking, and I found the perfect one, and I'm so excited to get it. So excited. You can't even imagine how excited I am to get him. But I was like, oh my gosh, they can have 3 kids each. And so 2 of them would be blonde, and then 1 can be a brunette. And both of them are based off of dolls. And then the 3rd one is a character I'm creating on my own. All of these characters I'm creating on my own. But her name is Megan Frump. Like, she's going to keep her same original first name. I'm just going to change her last name. She didn't have a last name, but she's now getting a last name. And Ophelia having murderous daughters. Kind of a vibe, kind of iconic, especially when you see like her in the Addams Family TV show, how strong she is, and how she can literally flip over Gomez every time she like her showing affection is her being like really violent, and it's just like I love that idea so much. And now I have Megan to go with the family, and I'm so excited to put her with them. They're also like, and honestly, where's the dress? Like, perfect. And Tiffany's dress is also white. Like, it's perfect. The color scheme is working. The color scheme is, it's good. It's good. I'm excited. The only thing I have, okay, so David, or the David character, Davina, and Lydia are siblings. He does have like red on his shirt. She does have a little red, but she's like mostly wearing black. I kind of want her wearing red now because I have the families wearing like their signature colors, and she's kind of sticking out a little. She's matching the Addams Family, like she belongs in the Addams Family. You could tell from like her outfit and stuff, but she's not wearing enough red. So I kind of want to put her in red. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking like you need some more red, girl, to fit that part of the family. And I also have one more of the canon cousins to add, and then I gotta figure out who's going to be her kids. So I have a lot going on with the Addams Family, and she's now in the Addams Family. Yes, she is a horror Skullector doll, but in my house, she is Megan Frump. And her face detail is so nice. People were very concerned about her eyes looking wonky, and I haven't watched anyone's unboxings. I saw them like the day like mine came. There was videos already out, and I was like, we ordered ours at the same time, guys. How did you guys get yours first? Unless they're like right next to the shipping, which I'm not too far. Yeah, because it's this came from Pennsylvania. I'm not too far from Pennsylvania, like a couple states over. So I was like, were you guys like in Pennsylvania? Reason why I got y'all's like that quickly? I don't know. But oh my gosh, guys, look at another detail. Skelett buckle. That is a skelett. These, I, I, I know the production, they're not as like high quality as everyone's like thinking, but I do think it's in the details that they put into the dolls, and like the skelett buckle. And I know people are sick of the object heels. Again, I don't know the reference to most of them, so I can go with or without. I do think it would have been cool to have two of these little robots. The pop-off orange is cool, and I think this guy should have been on this shoe too. I think object heels are okay if sometimes they match and sometimes they're mismatch. As long as they're like similar. I also think similar shapes, but I also think like I'm more of like I need them to be like similar. Even if you did like one in orange and one in red or blue to match the tie in the bow tie. I do think that it's cool. I think she also should have had a sword. And maybe I will get her one. Don't know how, don't know where I'm going to find one, but that's possibly on the list. A new doll has just been announced, and I'm like, it's a bad idea to get a doll for a weapon. Yes. I mean, you could do what you want with your money. But I am like, where else could I get a sword? Maybe I can just, I'm going to be on the hunt for a sword for her. But she's out of the box. I'm gonna try to put her face on, back on, and I'm gonna see how difficult that actually is. And just like that, her face is back on. Not too difficult. Once you put the ears in, you just kind of like move the chin up a little bit, and I don't touch her face. I touch the chin and the forehead and just kind of adjust it that way because I don't really want any of the makeup to come off. I don't know how well it has been sealed in, so I'm going to be very careful with that. And so, yes, the dress does keep its shape, by the way. I don't know if it's because of the tool or the way they made the dress itself, but it has kept its shape the whole time it's been out of the box, which is great. And now she can go on her stand. I think the hair being pulled back is it's better to have it like fluffing around to the sides because it just helps to like not make it seem so obvious that this is a faceplate. If you're gonna display her with her face on, her faceplate on, if you're gonna display with her faceplate off, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can do whatever you want either way, but I do think the having the hair pulled back just seems like make it seem less like it's her face, and so just kind of zhuzhing it around. And her hair is actually very soft, and there's not a single bit of gel in it. It moves very freely, and it looks great. I love this outfit. And I do stand by my like original thinking of like it would be cool or like really nice if each Skullector had a designated Skullector stand or color coded stand, because like a white stand would have been cool. I don't know, just my thinking. Here is how she is currently posed. I had her hands closer together. And so there is Megan. She is unboxed. And I have my favorite shoe. This is my favorite shoe out of the two. Kind of up. So she's posed and ready to be displayed with the rest of the Addams family. Should I include, like, right now I have Morticia sitting in the Brat's egg chair for now, because I wanted her to be displayed a certain way, but she can't be on her original stand because she floats, and the stand she was on, she's too short to be like standing as high as they want her to be next to Gomez, because he's on his original stand, because he fits on it. Like, it works very perfect for him. And then I don't know what happened with hers. They have her in a saddle stand, and it's terrible. So yeah, she's currently sitting down with Thing, and I'm going to be getting a pubert. I'm going to be getting a pubert. I was just like, because I had these ideas of having, like, I had an idea of having Megan and Tiffany be sisters. I also was thinking Annabelle. Annabelle's red. Her hair's red. I mean, and they do have redheads in the Addams family. They have Flora and Fauna. But I didn't want her. I didn't want her to be like the Addams family member, like in the original Addams family. And plus, when I went looking for her, her price is still higher for just one doll, who was originally $65. So it's just like, no. So I'll either end up getting just Tiffany, or I'll get Tiffany and her girlfriend Chucky. I don't know when. I kind of want it to be soon, but I don't know when, because I'm still planning on, like, there are a lot of dolls coming out in the summer, but we might make it happen. Anyway, here is the newest member of the Addams family. We have Megan Frump, and you will eventually see me customize her mother. We have her dress now. I need to like fix some of the buttons on the back, or the front. No, it's the back, because they're kind of like falling off. And then I'm gonna like I'm gonna try to make her she's gonna be, she technically already is blonde, but it's like white blonde, and I already have her in my house, but I need to like customize her, like root her hair and get some accessories to fully bring it together. I'm very excited for her. I already have Mincolia, and I have her. I have one more of the cousins that I need to get, and then the next dolls, wave of dolls, are probably going to be her kids, whatever ones come out. We don't know. We don't know. Maybe I will end up getting Annabelle. We'll have to see. But that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Very excited to have her in the collection. I'll probably end up including a picture of all of them together, the ones I have on display together, so you can see her added to the family photo. Here are all the Addams family members together that we have, you know, ready. My Pugsley is going to be like one of the first dolls I customize, and then he'll be joining the family as well. I do need to get him a stand though, so I'm going to be on the lookout for a stand for him. But here's the Addams family. We have Davina and her sister Lydia. We have their cousin Megan. We have their uncle Gomez and their aunt Morticia. We have Thing, and we have Wednesday with her arms permanently stuck out. Look at everyone else, and then look at these arms. And if you don't believe me, that's what she can do. Until next time, bye!